This is an example of an optimization problem trying to find the maximum area of the rectangle shown that has one corner on a circle whose equation is x squared plus y squared equals 49. So the first thing you need to do is kind of get a feel for this picture. So starting at the origin, if you go to the left, go to the right from there, this length here is x, or this position here is over x units, and this position over here is over negative x units. So the total distance of this side is x minus negative x, or 2x. So from here to here, you can get that distance by doing x minus negative x, which equals 2x. Now you can see that another way, because you know that if you go from the origin to x, that is x long, and this is x long. If you go from the origin to negative x, so altogether this is 2x long. Okay? So then this distance from the x-axis right here going up to this corner is y long, because the y-coordinate of this point is y, and you could say that this total distance here is the top minus the bottom, y minus 0, because this point down here would be up 0. You can also just picture that it's y. Alright, so then the area of this rectangle is just the dimensions multiplied. So if this whole side here is 2x and the vertical side is y, then the overall area of the whole thing is 2xy. Okay, so let's write that down. The area is 2xy. Now in order to do the problem, to find the maximum area, you need to get the area as a function of x. Otherwise you won't be able to put it into your calculator and get the maximum area. So we need to replace that y with an equation that y is equal to. And the way that you do that is you use this helper equation up here. That is y squared, if we rewrite it, is equal to 49 minus x squared. So y is equal to plus or minus the square root of 49 minus x squared. So then we can take out the y and put in the square root of 49 minus x squared. I don't have to worry about the plus or minus because the problem involved here is just the upper half, and so this distance y is a positive root 49 minus x squared. So I've got the function that I want to find the maximum of, and I'm going to graph it, and I need to figure out a good window to graph it on. So remember that x is a coordinate on this circle, and this circle has a radius of 7. So that gives you a limiting value of how big the x can be, because it can't be bigger than 7. But it's nice to have your window go a little bit past maybe the legitimate values, and so I'm going to say 10. And then I'm not sure about my maximum area. So I think it's a good idea to make a guess. So if I set up a little guess and check table here for a reasonable value for x, x has to be less than 7, so I'm going to guess 3. And y is equal to 49 minus x squared. So x squared, 3 squared is 9, and 49 minus 9 is 40. So y will be the square root of 40. And then the area will be 2xy. So that's 2 times 3 times the square root of 40 that comes out to be 2 times 3 times the square root of 40, which is about 38. So double or triple that, and we'll say 60 for a good area. Alright, so let's get that in. You go to y equals, I already have that typed in there, and if you go to window, here's the window, 0 to 10 for the x's, and 0 to 60 for the y's, and I counted by tens. And if you graph that, let's make sure, yeah, it's in there. So you graph it. Beautiful. All right, so we're interested in this point up here, the maximum area. So I'm just going to give that a little sketch here. Not too bad. And do second, calculate maximum, which is number 4, and then move a little to the left of the maximum, press enter, and a little to the right, and press enter, and then press enter one more time for it to give us the maximum. So when x equals 4.95, the maximum area of this rectangle is 49 square units. Notice that it doesn't tell me the y value of that particular rectangle, but the question's not asking for the y value, it's asking for the x value that will give you the maximum area of this rectangle, and what is that maximum area. So I'm going to finish this off by saying when x equals 4.95, the area is a max equal to 49 square units. And there you go. This point right here represents the 4.95 the 4.95 comma 49. Alright, hope that helps. Good luck on the next one.